everyone, today I have an exciting interview lined up with two foreign workers in the technology industry who have experience working for companies or startups in South Korea. I have prepared 6 questions which they will answer to give you a brief insight into Korean company culture. Although one of the speakers won't be appearing on video, I hope that our two guests today will provide useful information for anyone considering working in Korea. So, without further ado, let's get started. So now I'm with my friend. His name is EJ, and he working in South Korea also, and he has experience to work in two company.
Two
Now
companies.
you two company, right?
Yes,
the
the-
previous and the current company.
Yes, this is my current second company.
Second company, this company. Okay. And I want to ask something about your experience
Okay.
working in South Korea. And okay, the first is I want to know why you moved from your previous company. How is that culture look like?
Okay, so actually the first company was originally like for a long run also, but tentatively like I do internship for at least 3 months before, but then it's like a startup company uh, that there's only like 3 to 4 persons, so it's kind of hard to do all the jobs because
Yeah, the people is not.
yeah, so you have to carry all the work when there's deadline. So since it's just like you, like 4 people in that company, you have to do more overtimes in the weekends as well. So that's the reason like I have to go out because I want to enjoy. I'm a person who enjoys weekend, so I have to find
Yeah.
something like that works for me.
Yeah, it's right. We should enjoy the moment of
Yeah.
weekend, right?
The previous company culture was toxic in general. It's very dominated by men. So if you go to my previous company, if you enter the development team, there is no girls as engineering, nothing. So, and also if you want to go to higher positions, you have to kiss a lot of asses. You don't have to have any qualification basically, and you have to be a man basically. I remember one of the things that they fakely promote was how they take ideas and how they actually come from bottom to the up and vice versa. But actually what's happening, even technical consultation, they won't have it from the people who actually develop. They will only receive information from the like the CEOs or the managers, and usually CEO and the managers don't understand anything, so they set the technical requirement and everything that's not usable or user friendly, and they don't take that feedback. So that's why I think it's like hiring the right people for the right position is very important.
And so, what the difference with current company?
Current company, it's like somehow startup as well, but there's more people who work, so it's kind of light. And also like what I like here in this company is like there's always hire people
Okay.
like from you, so you can get like knowledge from someone always. And like from the previous company, like you have to explore yourself and stuff, so it makes the work easier somehow. It's like mentorship is always needed to get something.
Yeah, mentorship is
Yeah.
important.
I can't judge 100% for now, but my team culture is kind of messy, I would say. I don't know the company culture. I noticed one thing about the company culture is there is no knowledge exchange in general. And because of that, I stopped giving any information to other people because I noticed it's like either they use it in a wrong way or they talk behind your back about something. So there is no knowledge transfer, but I notice also there is no communication, direct communication between our team member. So it has to communicate from one position to another and vice versa. And there is no privacy. This is one of the problem with my previous company and this current company is I notice people don't respect privacy. So if we're friends, if you come to me and you look to my screen, that's okay. But if you're a co-worker and you could come and sit behind me and look to my screen, that's wrong. So my previous company, they do that. I found my manager sit like every time behind my back to see what I'm doing. And this current company is the same, but also when you have a private conversation with someone, someone will come, interrupt. Oh, not interrupt, just to listen. It's very uncomfortable. But and now, because I worked in 2 companies in Korea, I kind of feel like it's something related to Korean culture in general.
And compare with previous and current company, like you said, this current company is a startup, but it's more like many people rather
Yes.
than the previous you have
Yes.
4.
4, 3 to 4, including the CEO.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. And then the current company you have like around
15?
15.
15, including the CEO as well. Maybe
Ah,
16.
okay, okay.
I'm not sure, but around that.
It's a startup.
Startup. And the current company also startup.
Yeah.
And is there any like seniority or judged by them? I mean, judged by your senior in your previous and current company?
In my previous company, I don't have senior because
Yeah.
we're the.
Okay.
But originally Koreans do like
Originally.
pay
Right.
high attention with seniority. So in here also like there's mixed nationality in the country. So somehow at least there is, but not to the point maybe that you do the Korean style as well. So because that's a good thing, you are mixed with other nationalities, so you balance the whole situation.
Ah, okay, okay. So there's many nationality in your current company, right?
I think there's 3 or 4, 3 maybe. Yeah,
So
3.
three different countries, like
4.
4. Okay,
Yeah,
4
4.
different countries and the Korean, right?
4 including the Koreans.
Including the Korean. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
It's
So it's kind of nice as well because you get to know the cultures of other countries as well. So
it's
that's another.
worldwide. Like,
Yeah.
The previous company, 100%. Your opinion doesn't matter. Yeah. As a professional person, your opinion as an expert, your opinion doesn't matter. What's opinion matter is the manager who doesn't understand anything. That's why usually product doesn't develop. Did get launched because of them. But currently, they can actually listen. And I think because they don't understand, so, and I think because they previously tried their approach and failed, so they stopped like doing that approach and listen to me when I was like trying to give them an opinion about it, as like TTS for example. But also what I noticed is like the little bit sometimes bushy. So technically, if you work in a Korean company, you forget that you have working hours like this. Even in the contract, if you notice, like your contract, it says over than 40 hours, and they don't pay you extra, and you forget your weekends because you're gonna work on weekends. Now, I worked like even on Sonna. I worked on Sonna. I worked on previous weekends. Yeah, so it's like if they have something, they will let you work, or with nothing in return.
and so, do you comfortable enough with your current company now?
Based on my previous company, yes. But I'm a person who always explore for something more. Like I believe there's always something greater. Like it doesn't always end here. Like there's always like this box in you. Like you have to always get out of. So
Yeah, that's right.
currently yes, but in the long run maybe we can find something more.
Yeah, this is journey, not the
Yeah.
not the start of the. This is journey.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like you always do your best, and then you get out of the box to learn another things, right?
That's right. That's right.
It's not comfortable. I think if you want to work in Korea in general, it should be a short term. You can't see yourself in the long term. Yeah, it's just you have to make a timeline for yourself and you just move on to another different place, another different country, I would say.
But how about the salary? Are you satisfied enough with the previous or current company?
Currently, my salary is like a little bit same with my previous company.
So it's
So
similar.
yeah, so I think I'm also receiving the same with the other foreigners. Like it's not that high. It's like what foreigners usually get. So I'm not sure if I can get any, but for now, like for me, as like this is what I consider as my first job, not the first one. So for now, like to gain experience, like I'm okay with the salary, but maybe after a year, like I will start
Okay.
bragging for something or expecting for something.
Wait, interesting. Why you consider this company is your first company?
Because I had how to say bad experience with the first one, so I'm not in a good condition with the CEO as well. So
Yeah, because you have to work
Yeah,
many things
I have
in
to work
one.
many, and then when I
in one
like tell him
place.
like I have to resign because things is not working for me. I actually applied there as an AI engineer, but then I started working as like hardware and software engineer. Though he like how I work, but it doesn't work for me because I want something that I wanted to do. So when I tried to go out, he tried to pursue me because there's no one gonna catch the work.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's
only three
right.
to four people. But I said no already and stuff, so it's like hard to explain that I don't want to work anymore, even if you say so. So we end up not being in a good terms after.
Okay, that's the reason. I think it's normal for us because we need to keep like
Yeah.
our limitation, our boundaries to people.
Salary is very low.
Very low.
It's very low, especially for startups, especially for foreigners. For foreigners, because they know they won't have that much of options because of language barrier and everything. So they want to recruit you with higher rate. Okay, unless if your Korean is like perfect, it's like perfection, you know. Then yeah. So salary is very low, especially for AI. If you notice, like if you went to like other companies, I know a friends who are Koreans, they get per month is like, no, per year is around 80, around 70, yeah. And our companies, this is not a startups, but some startups actually give 17, 60, but this companies they don't, because most of them, most of their targets is foreigners with low salaries, because there is no policies. So when a company is not structured with the salary policy per like qualification, per position, these things happen also. The lower rates.
So depend on your experience, how hard you find a job in South Korea.
It's hard for me because I'm not originally an AI engineer, or I mean like engineer as is. I am actually a computer science something, so IT, like information technology. So I don't know much somehow. Then I started doing masters and stuff, but I think masters is not enough to gain more experience because you're doing the other stuff as well.
Yeah.
So when I finished graduating, it's like hard for me because of the experience and the language.
Okay. Language again. Okay.
It's very hard. As a foreigner, it's very hard because mostly the most number one is language.
It's language.
When they look to your CV, they will look to your Korean level, not your qualification.
So can you give us a percentage, like 1 out of 10 or 30% or 50%? You can definitely say that you are accepted in the company in South Korea.
Like, how do I know that I get accepted or a person gets accepted?
Percentage to get accepted.
Okay, if you're good at your work, like you're comfortable, you possibly get like 70 maybe.
70
Because
possible for
yes,
foreigner.
because some company, even you're good at something, even but you don't know how to
Specialty.
communicate, then it's useless because you have to communicate with your coworkers. So you need to find something that you can talk with like clearly about something. So still,
Okay. Still have that high percentage
For the language.
some people.
yeah,
right?
still yeah.
Yeah. And how about you?
For me, I'm not sure about what my position is at that time, but maybe around 60.
60? 60? Oh.
Yeah.
For now it's 60, right?
For now is 60, maybe around 70 also, but
That's quite high.
with the English only, like English only company.
The English only company.
It's high, but for the
okay,
Korean
okay.
company,
You
it's
already
like
filtered that. Okay, okay.
yeah. For the Korean company, it's low. I can say it's low.
Yeah.
I think if I actually applied more, it's like generally applied more, I will get 3 out of 10. But also like it depends on what company you apply to, but also your field of expertise. So some fields they have no choice but to hire even a foreigner because they lack of that expertise, and some they're available, so they have more options. And also one thing is like what makes it more difficult for companies to hire foreigners is visa percentage in a company. Yeah, so they try to avoid it.
I get it. Okay. And can we know your Korean level? Like, we want to know.
I actually haven't take topic, but I only study personally, like
Yeah,
by
yeah,
myself.
yeah.
So currently, I can understand someone speaking, but not technically. It's like the daily Korean use something.
Conversational.
Conversational. But when it
Okay.
comes to people talking fast and then people talking like technical stuff, it's like kind of I'm a baby, something like that. I don't understand anything.
Okay. So I can say that you conversational or intermediate like that, right?
Maybe intermediate because I don't respond with Korean like fully as well. So I can,
But you can respond.
yeah, I can hear you, but I will
Ah,
respond in English.
Okay, so intermediate,
something like that.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Korean level varies by the day. It's like every day is different. It depends on my mood, but it's like my actual level is 3. But it's expired now, but I had topic level 3. Because they usually ask for over level 4, it's like 5 or something.
Okay, guys, so that was an overview of what it's like to work in Korea. Thank you all for watching until the end. I hope the information provided was useful and that you gained valuable insights from our 2 guests today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell as we'll have more interesting and informative videos coming up in the future. See you next time!